quitters quit and winners win, but not in the way that you're thinking. Because I was the quitter, all right? I'm 34 years old now, but at 24 years old, guys, I was living in my mom's basement making minimum wage. My girl just left me for another dude. I was smoking weed all the time. I was crying, obsessive, like nonstop. Literally, I was bawling my eyes out. And I was a quitter in hindsight, honestly. I didn't have the right mindset around anything. But I've made the transformation over the last 10 years, and I'm a winner now, not statistically on paper, although if you look at all the stuff I actually have, I'm winning big time, but that's not what I'm talking about in this video. I'm talking about I have the mindset that I will win. You put me into any field, any category, any competition, if it's something I truly want to go after, I will win because I have the mindset around that. And once you have that, dude, life becomes really, really fun and fulfilling. So I want to show you guys how to make that transition for yourself as well. Now, it starts with realizing where you're at right now on this scale and making a decision that you will win. You will hit the goal, but not the result, not that you're gonna win in the short term, like you finish first place and you won. That's what a winner is like by definition. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about you will hit the goal, but it's an action-based goal. See, quitters are focused on short-term result, right? And so when they don't get that result, inevitably they won't get that result. That's when they quit. Now, a winner has the mindset of, I might not get the result right now, especially not in the short term, but I will take the action, and that's the goal, man. I will hit the short-term goal of taking the action consistently. Because here's what you need to understand is that quitters can actually win, sort of. They will win occasionally in the short term, but it's more so luck. They went in with the wrong mindset, but just by them showing up and putting in a little bit of action and being in an opportunity where something could happen, sometimes luck will happen and it will strike and they will actually have a win. Even though they went in with the wrong mindset and probably an unrealistic expectation, they still won. They got lucky. And sometimes that's not fair, right? But that's okay because inevitably, if they keep going, it's not gonna always be that luck. Your luck will run out. And the only true dudes who win long-term understand what I'm talking about in this video. The dudes who get the quick success who got lucky, I mean, shout out to them for even taking the action to begin with to put themselves in a position where something could happen. But understand that if you stretch out the timeline long enough, inevitably it's going to get difficult. And honestly, for guys like that, it almost reinstills bad behavior on the front end because it showed them they could do this thing and very quickly they got disproportionately rewarded for it. So now they have an even more fucked up mindset that it's gonna stay like that like forever, indefinitely. And it's not. And that's why I'm telling you guys, you need this video because you don't want to depend on luck for your success in your entire lifetime. You want to truly build the character that no matter what happens, that dude wins. That's what I'm talking about in this video. So understand, quitters can win in the short term, unfortunately. But lucky for you, if you have the right mindset, long term, you're always gonna win, especially as the dude. You're always gonna win if you stick to it. So the quitter could win in the short term, and the winners can lose. I know at the beginning of this video, you probably saw the title, you're like, no, it's losers lose, winners win, Kyle. No, I'm aware of the fucking saying. What I'm talking about is that a quitter will quit. A winner can still lose. It's not that the winner always wins. He doesn't always come in first, but the winner, he can lose in the short term, but he doesn't view that as a loss. He doesn't look at the results as the loss. He looks at the action that he's been taking. And if he's taking the action, it's a fucking win. Even though he didn't get the result yet, he's staying focused on those actions. And I promise you that those are compounding over time, guys. More and more and more. Because here's the whole thing. Even the winner is losing on a short enough scale. If you zoom in enough, you're gonna see that the winner has losses. They just don't break him. They don't bring his self-talk down. He doesn't get frustrated that he didn't get that short-term result and he didn't quit. He said, fuck yeah, I took that action. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. And so as we start to zoom out the timeline further and further and further, and I've had so many fucking losses over the last 10 years, guys, so many. I can't put them on paper. Just know that I've lost more than I've won. But if we zoom out, my wins have actually had bigger jumps over the years. It's been 10 years of doing this though. And probably even more than that. I've been in the gym for 17 years. But I've been working on my skill sets, working on my character, building my business, all of these other things over the last 10 years. And I can tell you, as you continue to zoom out the timeline, the chart starts to look more like this. Okay? If you zoom in, it might look like you're actually doing this, especially on a very, very short timeline. And with the wrong mentality, you're gonna fucking quit in those moments. I see those moments and I'm like, yeah, I've been here before. Oh, I remember I quit that one time at that point, and then I went further and I didn't quit, and then it was easier, and then I broke through, and then I went through and I got to the next level. Like, I've seen the timelines before. I've seen the struggles before. It's very predictable at this point. And I'm in some of these moments, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's where a lot of people would give up. That's where me 10 years ago gave up. And that's how I know my mindset's changed. That's why I think I'm legitimately in a position where I can make this video. It's not like I'm not one of these 20-year-olds that's just reciting recycled bullshit from Andrew Tate or whoever the fuck's online. I'm telling you guys, everything that's on my channel is literally because I've gone through this. I took the long route with a lot of these things, and I fucked up with a lot of them. I'm not proud of how long it has taken me to figure out some of these things, but I'm confident in myself because I have gone through that whole journey. So I'm telling you guys, the winners will still lose. But as you zoom out the timeline more and more and more, it starts going further and further like this. Okay? So anytime you're going through the journey and you start to feel like, damn, this is getting really challenging. I don't know. Just imagine yourself 5 to 10 years down the road being that really confident winner, that best version of yourself, the dude who's been through some shit and was resilient and made it through. And just imagine what that timeline would look like. Because it wouldn't look like this. It's going to look like ups and downs. So when you're getting caught in it, you need to remind yourself, zoom out a little bit. And for anybody that's thinking, damn, I got this really long journey to go. Oh my God, that seems like so far. I'm not gonna be able to do all of that. That's when you need to actually zoom in on, wait, hold up. What do I need to do today? What do I need to do this week? That's it. I'm not gonna get the result this week. What's the action I need to do today and this week to move forward? So you can zoom in and zoom out the timelines to shift your perspectives when it's beneficial. When you're getting caught up in the day-to-day, you zoom out and you're like, no shit. A dude that's gonna be here needs to go through some fucking shit like that. Thank you, God, for giving me this fucking obstacle. And now I'm gonna go through and take the action on a daily basis to create the resilience to build up the character that could get the result. That's the thing. By the time you go through the timeline, it's not even about the result by the time you get there. A lot of the goals I've wanted to accomplish, by the time I got the result, it didn't feel that great. I got the Lambo, it didn't feel great. I'm in the fucking top floor of this building, it doesn't feel that great. You know why though? Because it took me so long, and the character I've created, by the time I get the thing, I'm like, yeah, I'm that guy. It makes sense now. And so, yes, the material things in this world are great confirmations that we're doing right. The following, the money, the lifestyle, the living situation, the bank account, the income, the physique, all of these things are great, honestly. But it's about the dude who doesn't quit, who has the mentality that I'm gonna stick through this thing. And by the time you go through that process, the character that you've created, that's the fucking cool thing about it all, man. Because it's fulfilling. It makes the day fun knowing you gotta go through some shit, but I'm equipped with the brain and the resilience to go through that stuff. And that's, to me, that's everything. That's fucking everything. And that's why I said, you could put me in any field, any category, any competition, give me enough time, I'm gonna fucking win. Because it's the mindset. Quitters quit, winners win. If you're somewhere on that scale, maybe you're not all the way over here yet, because it did take me a very long time to go through that. But understand, it's your environment, it's your self-talk, it's the content that you're actually consuming on a daily basis. It's removing the bad shit that you're putting into your body and surrounding yourself with like-minded people, energy, mentors that's all supporting you towards moving forward towards your goals. So if you want to fast track that stuff, guys, get into my group right now. The link's down below. All right, you get a one-on-one call, onboarding directly with me. We're gonna create the weekly non-negotiables, a customized routine specifically for you of where you're fucking up and what needs to get done this week that you could stick to. Then you come into the community, you start engaging with the community, surrounding yourself with like-minded people that are encouraging. Then you come to the daily live coaching calls. You can come to at least one a week, one bi-weekly, or you come every day if you want to. They're all recorded too. Get around this community, this energy, this mindset, and start watching the content in your downtime so you can make a massive change too. You can't beat this price either. Honestly, I should be charging way more. This is the same price I used to charge for high-end coaching. All right, click the button below, check out the video. You got nothing to lose. At least click the link and watch the video. If you want to join, I'll DM you inside the community to book out our one-on-one onboarding. But think about this today, guys. What's your mindset? Are you the dude who's going to give up today, this week, because you have this short-term fucking mindset of, I didn't get the result? Are you the dude that's like, yeah, I'm that guy, and I'm going to stick through this thing, and I don't care how fucking long it takes. You put me into anything, and I will win. So that's the $1 million mindset right there, man. That's all for today, fellas. Let's fucking go. I'll see you tomorrow.